Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So, as of right now, I'm sure most of you are aware, we are currently in Series 30 in Forza Horizon 5. And in this update, Playground Games has done a fantastic job of introducing new content, including the Drift Arena at the stadium, as well as 9 new to Forza cars you can acquire. 5 of which can be earned directly through the festival playlist, while the other 4 is offered through the new Chinese Lucky Stars car pack. Now, speaking of car packs, thanks to the guys over at Playground Games, I've got 3 codes of the Chinese Lucky Stars car pack to give away for the Xbox, and if you want a chance to win, simply make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and comment down below which car from the car pack you would like to drive most along with your Xbox gamer tag. The winners will be announced on my channel within the next 48 hours, so good luck to everyone, and I'll have more codes to give away next week. So for the next update in Forza Horizon 5, which is of course Series 31, will be themed around European cars. And as we can see in this teaser screen here, the theme for the upcoming update will be called European Automotive. This update will feature new Event Lab props, new collectibles, new events, and new cars. But for those who didn't watch the most recent Forza Monthly livestream, Playground Games did drop some additional clues as to what we could expect for Series 31. The first is the Event Lab prop. Playground Games did say that the Dino Nuggets might be a clue. Now, I'm not entirely sure what to expect here, but if you guys do know what they're talking about, be sure to share it with us down in the comment section below. But what I was most excited to hear was not only did Playground Games say that they are going to be new cars, but there will be awesome cars too. Now, there's so many possibilities here in terms of which European cars Playground Games could introduce for the next update. Firstly, we could talk about the leaked cars that have been discovered within the hidden folders of Horizon 5 throughout the past few months, including this list here, which was found right after Series 24 back in August. As we can see, several cars from this list have already been introduced into Horizon 5, including the KTM Crossbow GT2, the Deberti Econoline van, the 2021 BMW M3, as well as the Saleen S7 LM. So we know that this list is fairly credible and isn't completely made up, but when it comes to the European automotive theme, the only car remaining from this list that has yet to be introduced into Horizon 5 that fits with Series 31 is none other than the Maserati MC20. Currently, I believe the MC20 is also one of the highest voted cars over on Forza's official suggestion hub, and not only that, there has been 2 other instances that would suggest that the new Maserati will at some point be introduced into a Forza game. The first was an additional hidden logo that was discovered several months after the Series 24 leaked car list, featuring an aftermarket body kit brand known as 7 House Designs. They were at one time the only aftermarket manufacturer that officially produces a full body kit for the MC20, and also after the launch of the new Forza Motorsport, in one of the career series, Turn 10 actually featured a Maserati MC20 in one of the race posters, even though the car wasn't present in the game or even announced as a reward or DLC vehicle. It was then quickly replaced with another car after players began to notice. So in my opinion, when it comes to awesome cars and a vehicle that has already been seen both in the game's hidden folders as well as essentially gameplay in Forza Motorsport, don't be surprised that for update 31 we will see the Maserati MC20. Next, we can talk about some scanned cars that has yet to debut. So when the 1987 Mercedes-Benz AMG Hammer Coupe was introduced back in Forza Horizon 4 in update 29, it was later discovered that Playground Games or Turn 10 went to a Mercedes specialist in America called Blue Ridge MB to scan the Hammer Coupe. We know this because under a YouTube video showcasing raw gameplay of the newly added AMG Hammer Coupe, Blue Ridge themselves commented on the video saying that this was the actual car, but on top of that, Blue Ridge also revealed that 3 additional Mercedes were also scanned from their workshop, including the Hammer wagon, the 500e, and the E55 wagon. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, well Eric, if Playground Games wanted to add these cars, they would have done it back in Series 8 when it was themed around German vehicles. But remember, Horizon 5 back in early 2022 compared to how it's been for the past 12 months feel like 2 completely different titles, at least when it comes to monthly content. And with the rise of more everyday cars being introduced as of late, I'm not saying that any of these 3 scanned Mercedes are, but they certainly aren't your typical high horsepowered supercars like a Maserati MC20. These 3 Mercedes are nice sports cars with character. It's been over 3 years since this information was revealed. I'm wondering, will Series 31 be the time to finally introduce these really cool Mercedes into the European update? Or how about some new to Forza cars from Forza Motorsport? It's no secret that with Horizon 5 and Forza Motorsport being supported titles concurrently, new cars have been shared across both these titles quite often. The Chevrolet Corvette Z06, for example, which was initially seen as part of the launch car list in Forza Motorsport, was then later introduced as part of the American automotive update just a couple months later. Could the same thing happen with the European automotive update? I mean, there's certainly several cars from Forza Motorsport that would easily fit with the Series 31 theme. First, we have the 2020 Audi R8 V10 Performance. A nice looking car that certainly would be great to have in Horizon 5, as we've had the 2016 R8 for years now since Forza Horizon 3. Maybe they could even introduce the Lamborghini Cyan FKP37. I know currently the Cyan Roadster is in Horizon 5, but the hardtop variant is surprisingly a car that many players would love to see according to the Forza official suggestion hub. Or given Forza's love for electric cars these days, the Italian Automobili Pininfarina Battista would be another fantastic option too. I'm sure that there are a lot more European cars I'm forgetting at this moment that are new to Forza Motorsport, which can easily be introduced for Series 31 in Horizon 5, but as I said earlier, there are plenty of options that Playground Games can choose from. And lastly, let's talk about some new to Forza European cars that we have yet to see in any Forza title. Personally, for me, I would love to see a new Bugatti. I don't care which model it is, it could be the Bolide, the Cento Dieci, the La Voiture Noire. I know all of these cars are already in the Crew Motorfest. Not sure if Bugatti and Ivory Towers have some exclusive deal happening given that they're both French, but if not, Playground Games, what are you waiting for? It's literally been years since we've had a new Bugatti. Another car I would love to see is the Koenigsegg Gemera, perhaps Koenigsegg's most unique car they have developed thus far, featuring for the very first time an all-wheel drive drivetrain as well as 4 seats. And much like Bugatti, it's been years since we've seen a new Koenigsegg in the Horizon series. And lastly, this one I have read so many times in the comments of my videos, and that is the 2022 Porsche GT3 RS. Look, I know the 2021 Porsche GT3 is cool and all, but please give us this RS version. This thing looks like an absolute menace, and Playground Games, it's an awesome car, right? Hopefully, some of these cars I mentioned in today's video will be a part of the European Automotive Update for Series 31, which goes live at the end of February. But what do you guys think? Will we see any of these vehicles I mentioned? And what European cars would you like to see for the upcoming update? Share us your suggestions down below, as I do read all of your comments, guys. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And of course, if you guys would like to stay up to date with everything Forza related, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.